Hi, I'm Kurt Hardin, Director of Thurston County Emergency Services and Medic One. I'm here to talk to you about the 2021 Thurston County Proposition 1, also known as the Medic One Levy Lift. The proposal is to restore the Medic One levy, which is currently at 28.9 cents per thousand of assessed value, to the original 1999 voter-approved amount of 50 cents per thousand. The proposal will add approximately 21 cents per thousand over a span of 6 years, using the current assessed values to achieve the previous voter-approved 50 cents per thousand. I also want to note that taxpayers who qualify for a senior citizen, disabled, or veteran exemption pursuant to the RCW may be exempt from this increase, but I would refer you to the Thurston County Assessor's Office for more information. For an overview, the original permanent levy passed in 1999, it was set at 50 cents per thousand. Due to statutory limitations, the current 2021 rate has dropped to approximately 28.9 cents per thousand of assessed value. This proposal, again, will restore the rate back to the original 1999 voter-approved amount of 50 cents per thousand over a span of 6 years. Now, Medic One partners with the local fire service provider. 911 operators receive and process calls from the public in Thurston County and then dispatches the appropriate EMS personnel. The closest available fire department medical resource is dispatched. I should say that paramedics are dispatched if more care is needed than what the fire department EMT personnel can provide. Each fire agency is an independently funded, separate intergovernmental agency from Medic One. Emergency medical care in Thurston County involves interagency, private, and governmental cooperation. Medic One supports a comprehensive county-wide layered EMS system, and it's composed of 12 fire departments and districts with over 600 first responders, 2 ambulance companies, 2 hospitals, and it's serving the 291,000 people in Thurston County. Now, this layered response is dispatching the closest and appropriate resource to every call for service. There were 33,201 911 EMS calls in 2020, and they were responded to by EMTs and, when necessary, paramedics. TCOM dispatchers, TCOM is the 911 dispatch center, TCOM dispatchers send resources based on the information provided by the public to that phone call. EMTs are charged with treating basic emergencies and supporting a patient until paramedics arrive if paramedic assistance is necessary. We advanced life support, trained personnel respond in the most serious situations. Those are our paramedics, and they continue the care. Paramedics respond from 7 locations around the county and support of EMT responders. EMS trained providers, that's EMTs and paramedics, provide highly specialized care from the patient location all the way to the hospital emergency department room. Now, there's 2 different portions to Medic One, basic life support or BLS and advanced life support or ALS. Now, for basic life support, that's our EMTs, our emergency medical technicians, and for advanced life support, that's our paramedics. People often ask me, how do I know who's responding to my emergency? And I answer, well, if they show up and arrive in a response unit that's the local fire department or district, that is EMTs or emergency medical technicians. If the response vehicle is a Medic One unit, Medic One on the side of the vehicle, then that's typically our paramedics or advanced life support. For EMTs or BLS, our BLS program, we dispatch BLS for every 911 EMS call, and they are the backbone of the EMS system. Medic One provides initial training and mandated ongoing training for EMTs. They provide EMS equipment and medical supply support, and provides to the general public CPR and AED training. Because one of the things we found is that 74% of cardiac arrests occur in the home. So we feel that people trained to respond to those emergencies in their home provides a better outcome for the patient. And that training is provided for free. For our paramedics or advanced life support side, there are 7 frontline units, paramedic units in the county, and Medic One provides the financial support for 100% of the equipment and supplies paramedics use. And what a lot of people don't know is that medic units and equipment are owned by the county property, and the property is maintained by Medic One. 80% of the paramedic salaries are also provided by Medic One. So a little bit of history on the levy. In 1974, voters passed the Medic One levy by an authorization, and it was funded by an ongoing levy vote. In September 1999, Thurston County voters passed a voter-approved permanent regular levy of 50 cents per thousand for Medic One. The county legislative authority, in this case the county commissioners, statutorily increased Medic One revenue by 1% each year, and that's the maximum allowed under law starting in 2008 until today. Taxable values have increased across the county by 255% from 2002 to 2021. And also the tax revenue was limited to an increase of only 105%. So when assessed values increased at a rate greater than the tax does, the levy rates are driven down. And that's why currently the Medic One levy rate is at 28.9 cents per thousand of assessed value. Well, forces driving costs within Medic One are healthcare, call volume, and population. Healthcare expenditures are those costs to go out and treat the patients in the field. And the expenditures have increased annually 5% over the past 10 years. That's the supplies and equipment for that patient treatment. And then it's anticipated to increase 5.3% annually through 2029. Call volume. The EMS 911 call volume has increased from 24,392 calls in 2008 to 33,201 calls in 2020. And they're projected to go over 36,000 calls in 2021, and we're on pace to meet that 36,000 call volume. And the population continues to increase. Thurston County population is approximately 291,000, and it's increased 21% since 2008. So the impact of if the ballot measure does not pass, they're going to have to defer replacement of aging medical equipment. So to have to defer or cancel the replacement of 2 medic units that's scheduled for replacement in 2023, 3 medic units that's scheduled for replacement in 2024, and another 2 medic units that's scheduled for replacement in 2025. We're going to have to defer the replacement of 120 AEDs, that's scheduled to start in 2023, and we'll have to schedule, or cancel, I should say, the 14 ventilators that are scheduled to be replaced starting in 2023. And I should say that this equipment has reached the end of its life expectancy. An example is the AEDs were purchased in the early 2000s. Some of those AEDs are over 20 years old, and again, they've reached the end of their life expectancy. We have to cancel the deployment of an 8th medic unit that's scheduled in 2025, and that 8th medic unit is necessary based on the increasing call volume and increasing population. And then have to reduce the financial support to the fire agencies for medical equipment, supplies, and training for EMTs. And then we'd have to reduce the citizen CPR training program by 64%. This graph depicts what we've been talking about. The blue line is the Medic One fund balance. The green line is the revenue coming into Medic One, and then the gray line is the actual costs that have been experienced from 2008 to 2019. As you can see, costs have exceeded revenue, which is why we need to have that ballot measure for a vote for additional revenue. So I'm often asked, what is the impact out there? And for a home that's assessed at $300,000, and this information is from the assessor's office, in 2021, the current amount of the Medic One levy is 28.9 cents per thousand, and that's $87 per year. So what's being proposed in 2022 is an increase of 6 cents per thousand, and that equates to an $18 annual increase for a home assessed at $300,000. And in 2023 through 2027, the increase is 3 cents per thousand per year, and that's an annual increase of $9 for a home assessed at $300,000. So combining these increases produces an estimated total increase over 6 years in 2027 of 21 cents per thousand, or $63. So the Emergency Medical Services Council, EMS Council, provides Medic One system oversight. The Thurston County Emergency Medical Services Council is composed of 13 members. There's elected officials, medical professionals, EMS provider agencies, and 3 citizens at large. And they meet monthly to advise Medic One and the Board of County Commissioners on Thurston County EMS issues. The Thurston County EMS Council recommended to the Board of County Commissioners to place a Medic One tax increase on the ballot. And so therefore, the Board of County Commissioners on May 4th in 2021 voted to place the Medic One ballot measure on the August 3rd, 2021 primary for voters to consider restoring the Medic One levy to the previously voter-approved amount of 50 cents per thousand through an increase to the Medic One levy by 21 cents per thousand that's spread out over 6 years. If you have questions, feel free to reach out and contact me. Here's my telephone number and email address, and I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you.